Hello, this is Jim Michaels with the Hickory Heights Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I'd like to share with you just a short message from the Bible today. In the book of Hebrews, in Hebrews chapter 8 and verses 5, there's something interesting that was said concerning Moses and when Moses was instructed to build the tabernacle. The latter part of verse 5 said, "See that you make all things according to the pattern shown you on the mountain." So God gave Moses a pattern to build that tabernacle by, and he had to make everything, the tabernacle itself and everything within that tabernacle, according to the pattern that was given to him. And that's exactly what he did. He followed that pattern. Now, when it comes to the Lord's church, Jesus said, "I will build my church," and there's been a pattern that's given to us of how that church was to be built, the things that it was to do. You know, it's worship and it's service. And the items of worship that we might talk about, it's work that's been given, of how it's to edify itself in love. But one thing I want you to think with me today is its pattern on giving. You know, the Lord's church that we read about in the Bible raised funds through free will offerings from its members. Now that's how we see that the New Testament church raised funds to use in the preaching and the teaching of the gospel, to edify itself in love, and also to relieve its needy saints. Now, notice what Paul says when he wrote to the church in the city of Corinth in 1 Corinthians 16 and verses 2. He said, "On the first day of the week, let each one of you lay something aside, storing up as he may prosper, that there be no collection when I come." So now here, on the first day of the week, they were to lay something aside. They were to give as they had purposed or planned in their heart. Then in 2 Corinthians 9, in verses 7, we can see how they were to give. He said, "So let each one of you," this is verse 7 of 2 Corinthians 9, "let each one of you give as he purposes in his heart." He says, "Not grudgingly or of necessity." He said, "For God loves a cheerful giver." Now, as he purposes or he plans in his heart. So now I need to decide what I am going to give to the Lord before the first day of the week. I need to know what I'm going to give when I arrive there. I've already purposed my giving. I've already planned my giving, and that's been decided about how God has prospered me. And that's how the church raises funds. Now, when we have visitors visiting with us, we solicit no funds from our visitors at all. Nor do we take up a collection on any day other than the first day of the week. That's what the New Testament church did. We have no yard sales, or we have no special efforts to raise money. Our desire is simply to follow the pattern that's been given to us in the New Testament on this subject. Well, I hope you'll think soberly and seriously about that. I hope the lesson has been of some benefit to you. Thank you for listening.